What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Lovely Intuitive Soul the Divine. It is your girl, Lovely, and I am back to do another general reading for the collective. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I cuss, okay? So if you don't like cussing, baby, this is not the channel for you. If you don't like somebody who's going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear, baby, this is not the channel for you. I am goofy as a motherfucker, all right? I talk with my hands, okay? I sing off key too, baby. I laugh all the time, okay? I like to have a good time in general, but I am also here for a higher purpose, though. I'm here to continue on my healing journey, making sure I'm giving you all clear guided messages. Hopefully, this helps you all on your healing journey. So, any advice, any guidance you get out of these readings, take what resonates out of them and leave the rest, okay? Do not force it to fit because if it's not your story, baby, it's not your story. All of my readings are timeless and general, so please keep that in mind. And to my returning subscribers, baby, welcome the motherfuck back. Y'all, baby, we back again, okay? We growing. We vibing out in this bitch. Man, I appreciate y'all coming back. And fucking with your girl. You know, I'm always gonna come back and fuck with y'all because the love is too real, baby. You're fucking with me. I'm fucking with y'all. And what's understood don't need to be explained, baby. I love y'all, okay? More than y'all will ever know. And y'all know, honey, as always, ever, I'ma stay in my vibe. So let's go ahead and get into this shuffle, baby. Ooh, I can't stop loving you from Keem. They said that no matter what they tell themselves, okay, they can't stop loving you, okay? Listen, they be reaching out for you, okay? They said, I can't stop loving you. Dim, dim. No matter how hard I try, or something like that. They really say something like that though, but that's whoever this is, they've been trying to get over your ass and they have not been able to do it. They can't stop loving you. They could have tried to replace you. It just ain't fucking working. Okay, so it's like it doesn't matter. It's like they cannot help themselves. Like no matter how hard they try, it's almost like Keem's other song when love calls your name. Okay, there's nowhere to hide. Okay, love is calling this person's name. It's like it doesn't matter if y'all are separated. Okay, and they're disconnected. Like they cannot stop loving you. There's nothing that they feel that they can do about it. It's just like this is just what it is. So how am I going to figure this out? All right, so that's the energy I'm kind of getting here. So let's see what's fully going on, though. Okay, whoever this is, it doesn't matter. You could do no wrong in their eyes. Okay, they could have definitely been scared of you, not ready for you to even handle you, deal with you. However, it fits in your life, though. Whatever impression that you left on them was remarkable. Okay, because it don't matter. They can't stop loving you, whether you want them back or not. Okay, so anyway, let's see what's going on in the energy. Yeah, frequency. Whoever this is, they said y'all vibing on the same frequency. They can feel you telepathically. All right, they feel like that you be talking to them. Okay, in the 5D. Okay, they said that y'all are aligned and it is time for y'all to come together. Okay, so this could be somebody that you have dealt with. Okay, it could have been right one wrong time. This could be somebody that you didn't get off the ground with as well either. Okay, y'all both had other shit going on and you had to focus on other things. Okay, it's also what I'm getting as well. But we gonna get the whole damn energy. So thank you, Spirit. Go ahead and protect me in the collective. Let's see what else we have going on. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your day. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, untrustworthy. Oop. Well, there goes that. Okay, so it's like they weren't trustworthy. You couldn't believe anything that this person was saying to you. Yeah, they was a fucking player. Okay, go on ahead and come up with it. They was a player though. Yeah, they're never gonna be able to stop loving you because of the energy that you gave them. Okay, so this person was very immature. Okay, and they fumbled you. That's what it is, baby. Yeah, fragmentation. It's like whoever this is, they're being broken down of their old version and they're being updated to their new version because whoever this is, they've actually done some work on themselves. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. Yep, I did not say that telepath telepathy, baby. I'm telling you, they said that they feel like that you still feel them too. Okay, you may be mad at them, you may not be wanting to deal with them, but they said that they feel your energy as well. So cord cutting ritual, okay, is definitely something that you might need to look into if you don't want this person in your energy because it's like they be trying to get you to speak to them through music. Okay, so you could be hearing songs that you don't normally hear on your playlist. That's whoever this is trying to talk to you. Like, do you hear me calling you? Okay, listen, from the west to the east coast type shit. Okay, y'all can live at a distance from each other, and whoever I'm picking up on, maybe that's not something that you were trying to get into because y'all live too far away, and maybe you don't do long distance. Okay, but either way, there was something about the situation that you could not trust in them. They were very untrustworthy. Okay, you couldn't trust their ass. So yeah, they'll never be able to stop loving you, and they look for you in others. Okay, is what I'm getting. Yep, secrets. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Like this person, they complicated as shit. And it's like whoever this is, they try to complicate your life. And you were not for that, okay? This person kept you a secret, is what I'm getting. They did that shit for a reason though, because of your beauty and your light. Like it was so damn bright. Like they didn't want nobody else to have you. They were definitely being selfish with how they showed people you, okay? They didn't want people to have that goodness that you had. You had such a good energy with them, okay? Whoever this is, it's like they had a lot of hidden secrets, so there's not a lot that you knew about this person, okay? More than what they told you, okay? But they didn't tell people that they were talking to you though, because they felt that connection when you guys started off. They didn't want their friends to come swoop you up, okay? Because whoever this is, they had some shit going on and they should have had no business talking to you in the first place, though. Okay, is what I'm getting, baby. Yeah, and now they want to speak up, though. So it's like they want to speak up and try to reveal all of this truth, okay? They want to come trying to tell you why they kept you a secret, okay? Why they hid things from you, okay? That they were scared of you and that you might judge them. This person feels like they put you on this pedestal, so it's like they feel like anything that they do, you're constantly judging them because they feel like you're perfect, okay? And that they cannot compare. Yeah, memories. Yep, they got a lot of memories about you though. Okay, it's like it replays in their mind, and it's like they trying to cling on to whatever little energy that's left. Yeah, spiritual detox. So whoever this person is like you done made them want to change their ways to be a better person though. Okay, it's like they can't stop loving you and they know that they need something better. They try to replace you. They try to remove you, get over you. They can't find nobody to do so. Okay, so let me go ahead and start now. If you're not trying to hear this, this ain't your reading. You don't want to hear about somebody from the past. You don't want to hear about that. Then click off now. Okay, before I even continue on. Okay, but ready or not from after 7, because here they come though. Okay, we know it's still retrograde, so you're definitely heavy in this person's energy though, and they said they're ready to give you everything. You'd have made them break down a distorted view that they used to live in when it came to commitment, when it came to dealing with somebody, connections. Okay, they're emotionally immature. Okay, you came with a lot of maturity. It was something they couldn't fucking handle. Okay, how mature you are, and even if they tried to run a test on you, play a game with you, the way that you handled them was completely different from what they ever experienced though, and you forced them to really cleanse themselves though. Okay, you force them to cleanse themselves because you actually broke their heart. That's what I'm getting. This person, they're normally the heartbreaker, but you actually broke their heart, baby. Yeah, listen, missing piece. Y'all saw how that shit flipped the fuck over though. Yeah, they feel like now you the missing piece. They said you the fucking heartbreaker. Like what you mean? Okay, yeah, and they being guided towards you. I'm gonna put these back though, but they got a lot of. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm gonna put these back though, but yeah, they got a lot of built up tension when it comes towards you, to you. Okay, when it comes to you, they feel like they're being guided towards you though, and they're going through a transformation. Like I said, they done broke down their distorted views, their outdated thinking though. Okay, and they had karmics that were holding them back. That's the secrets that they was keeping from you though. Okay, they had things that were attached to them. All right, and they knew that it's like they felt that they couldn't, it's like they did not want to be truly authentic with you as they should have been. Because whoever I'm picking up on, had you have been authentic, had this person had been authentic with you, they could have gave you the option to make that decision to not deal with them because of the baggage or whatever the fuck they had going on though. What they did is they kept you a secret and then they hid shit from you as well. So it's like you could have just been honest, and in a perfect world, had they just been honest and said that they scared of commitment, they don't want to keep their options, they want to keep their options open, and whatever the case, then you could do that and handle it however you wanted to, whether you're going to deal with them or not. But because they tried to control the narrative, okay, and hide them damn secrets, it forced your hand and it forced you out the damn door. Like you weren't going to play no games with whoever this is. Like you do know what you want at the end of the day. Okay, so for some of y'all, like I said, this could be somebody that you did actually deal with for off and on for a little bit. Okay, and they was always playing that same game, and you went ahead and it felt like there was something missing about them, and you could not put your mind to it. You just couldn't put your finger on it. Okay, and then they did that ultimate thing that made you just, okay, we really are done. And for some of y'all though, this is somebody that y'all didn't really get off the ground with. Okay, like it just was not the right time. Okay, and it was for a good reason, because they were hiding you anyway. Okay, Yep, they want to come make you a priority now. They said that they know they fucked up, and you have helped them change their views. Okay, and if they want to fall in love with anybody, it's absolutely going to be you. Because, like I said, this person is a heartbreaker normally, but you actually broke their heart. Okay, yeah, and they're an avoidant. Okay, so they avoided their emotions from you for you. That's why they had a lot of secrets. They were hiding secrets about how they truly felt about you too, though. Okay, they don't like to attach to people emotionally, okay, because then those next steps when it comes to actual commitment, then they start self-sabotaging though. Okay. Yep. Your energy, it is your energy that cannot be matched. Okay, like you open them up to see brighter things. Like you literally are color in black and white though. Like you are the light to their soul is how they see you now. Okay, and it's like they probably didn't see you like that before, but it was that disconnect that needed to happen between y'all that made them see it. Yeah, I'm telling you, and they growing. Like you done made this person grow and transform. Okay, and it's like you because you see right through them though. It's like how do you know them so well? Like they're mad about it. They're mad that you actually have control over them because they tried to control the narrative with you. It didn't work out in their favor though. They're normally the ones to easily detach from connections and keep it the fuck moving. With you, they could not do that though. They were absolutely hypnotized by the first time they started dealing with your ass. And then the fact that you really push their buttons and they feel like you do it on purpose though. But this is just who you are. Whoever I'm picking up on, you ask questions. Okay, they be saying shit that don't make sense to you. It's got to add up. It's got to make fucking sense. And so it's just the fact that you really get them so well, they wouldn't even admit that to you. It was a lot of things that they tried to hide because you really fit them like the missing piece of their puzzle. Okay, Forever My Lady, Jodeci. Yeah, they said it's like a dream because they definitely dreaming about you, dreaming about holding you close and keeping you warm and all of that shit that they wish they could have did, baby. Yeah, and they're talking about you to their friends. Okay, they talking to people and people are talking about this person and how are completely changed when it comes to you. Like, what did you do to them though? Okay, because they walking around here heartbroken. Yeah, they don't. They friends don't even realize. Like it's like, damn, they sad as hell. Okay, this person finally starting to open up and speak about you because they had you as a secret. They weren't speaking about you. They weren't saying anything to anybody. They were holding this shit in, baby. Yeah, listen, juggling around their emotions, daily life, all this other shit they had going on, trying to figure out their feelings for you because they're an avoidant. Okay, do they even actually speak up and be vulnerable and say anything to you, how they really feel about you? So it's like they try to talk to you, telepathically to see if you can read their mind that way. They already feel like you read their mind and you see right through them. So they should just it's like they feel like you should just know to come back, like because they sending you all this energy though. Okay, but they've been doing a lot of juggling in their life and they had to find a balance. Okay, so even with them dealing with you at that time, they could not have made you a priority. It just was not gonna fucking happen, baby. Yeah, now they want to come back and take their time with you with that Page of Pentacles though, like slow and steady though. Really take their time with you, okay? And they're learning to ground themselves now, okay? Because when they did meet you, they weren't grounded, okay, at all. They had too much things that were opened, okay? Nothing closed off, okay? Because like I said, this person they're an avoidance, so they definitely commitment is not something that they were looking for, okay? They usually be the ones to break hearts, okay? And people end up chasing them though. So that way, they can always continue to keep their options open, but it's different with you, okay? Yeah, that's the truth. Ace of Swords, like it's different with you. You literally gave them clarity though. They trying to get you. They like I got so much shit to tell you though. They trying to talk to you and shit in the 5D. They sending you songs though. Okay, like they want to tell you that they really got some mental clarity though. Okay, and you help them open up to see that though. If they wanted to commit to anybody, it would be you. Okay, they see success behind it though too. They see how well that you got them though. Yeah, Page of Swords, they're talking about you. I'm telling you, they talking about you. They talking about you to anybody that'll listen now. Shit, they wouldn't even speak your name before. Now they want to tell everybody. They want to let the whole world know. Okay, how they feel about you. And if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be in a better place. Okay, whoever this person that's avoided, they also had depressive issues too. So they were in and out of depression. There's a lot of things that they were dealing with mentally though. And it's like you brought them out of a place of darkness, though. That's something that they want to admit to you, though, if you're open for the conversation, though. But it's like there's a lot of secrets, and they felt that they would be judged by you because how they see you is perfect. Like they see you as perfect, like you could never do any wrong. And they definitely self sabotage this shit. They're not used to having conflict. They don't like to have conflict. especially with that player mentality, they don't commit, then they don't have to owe people explanations, baby. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Like, if they don't have to commit, they can just juggle and do whatever the fuck they want to do, hiding them secrets. They don't have to explain themselves, okay? Because they're not committed to them. Technically, they're single. So that's how they get away from the conflict that happens when they deal with people. This player, when they used to deal with people and tell them what they wanted to hear, and then when it was time to own up to that shit, they would pull that card like, well, we not together, I don't owe you a damn thing type shit. Like, really just a fuck boy, fuck girl energy, okay? Like, real bad. This person, and they tried to run that game on you, and it didn't work. And now they the ones running around here heartbroken. Things have changed, okay? Yeah, they was doing a lot of juggling. They be doing so much juggling. So now they got all these memories of replaying when it was good. Okay, yeah, listen, Two of Cups, when it was good, baby, when they saw themselves actually wanting to commit to somebody, okay? With that Two of Cups, like when it was good, shit. When they saw you and how they dealt with you and how you dealt with them, it was healthy though, okay? Like, really, they felt at peace, okay? That they felt good, but they realized once they disconnected from you, that energy, that it wasn't coming from them, it was coming from you, okay? It was coming from you. Okay, yeah, Ten of Cups. I'm telling you, it was coming from you. And so this person is reminiscing and having these memories about what if they would have just pushed forward though. Okay, like, but it was being guided to separate though. They have to be really one with themselves though. They have to be secure with themselves, especially when it comes to walking beside you though. Okay, so them, how they handle you, it may not have been the right way to do it, but your angels, ancestors, whoever you believe in, spirit guides, you made the right decision to lead you down a different path. Okay, because had you stayed and trying to figure it out with this person and all these damn secrets, you'd have put yourself in this karmic cycle right along with they ass and what they need to figure out. Okay, yeah, you from Jesse Powell, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you say my name and smile. Yeah, they said they missing piece, and they just really have a lot of memories behind you in general. Yeah, Three of Cups though. Okay, so y'all could have mutual friends as well though. They definitely talking to their friends about you though. That's for damn sure. They wasn't speaking on you, okay, before, but they speaking about your ass now though, because they can't help it. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Listen, they said, listen, it's because you nurture them though, and you emotionally fulfill them though. You make them open up though. They told you a lot more than they told anybody else though, okay, because you know how to handle their heart. If they give their heart to anybody, they would give it to you. Okay, they had a lot of shit from their childhood that made them view either the same sex, different sex. It doesn't really matter. It made them view that gender in a specific way on how they should treat them, though. Okay, so they could have abandonment issues. Okay, they had a lot of insecurity, a lot of depression. Okay, and the way that you handled and nurtured their heart is something that they can never, ever, ever, ever forget. Okay, like, you, the way that you handled them though is what is like the impression that they can't get over. Okay, that how emotionally mature you were, and them actually realizing that they were not mature, they were not mature enough for you at all. Yeah, the Moon card, like, it's really hidden about how they feel about you. Like, how deep it runs. They said, if I had one wish, Ray J, okay, we would be best friends. Love would never end, okay? It would just begin, is what they said. If I had one wish, yeah, but they decided to walk away, okay? Eight of Cups, okay? They walked away out of that emotional fear, okay? They didn't want to face those emotions when it came to you. They didn't want to handle up. They did not want to handle up on that shit, okay? They have fear of emotional attachments, so they walk away from that. They abandoned it, okay? They abandoned it quickly. And then when it came to how strong it was with you, though, yeah, they ran real quick. And then they actually took a good look in the motherfucking mirror. And it's like you encouraged them to look inside of themselves, though, because it's just like you don't have control over them. And it's just like, for them, it's just like, well, no, you have control over them, but it's just like, how is that when nobody else can gain control? Okay, you're the only one that tames the beast. Like, that's what tames the beast. Yeah, the Hierophant. Like, you are the only one that tames the beast. But this person here, they have practiced and worked on their spiritual journey. Okay, they are in their spiritual journey. They could be religious as well. Okay, like, this person is learning to express themselves. Okay, learning to go after what they want emotionally when it's good and it feels good. Yeah, listen, that motherfucking Five of Swords too. Yeah, they mad because they can't throw no loop on you. They can't mind fuck you though. Okay, your discernment is top tier. They can't do it. Okay, and they've grown past that. They realized that they was playing a fucking game that they couldn't win with you. And what is it about you that made them change? Okay, that this is things that they think about. Whoever this is, yeah, the moon card. Like, yeah, this is things. This is hidden. This is things that they think about. How you have complete control and you can get whatever you want out of them, and nobody else can do that. Okay, so their friends talking about it. They definitely a little envious behind the fact that you got them to do a lot more than they have their whole lives. Okay, friends that they've known for years, family members. Okay, they're like, wait a minute, this one person. So yeah, they feel a little uneasy that somebody has actually made this person change their ways though. Okay, they feel a little uneasy about it. Yeah, and it feels like, because it feels like love. They can't fucking help it because it feels like love to them. They try to talk to you, okay, telepathically to give you this truth. Okay, but shit, they trying to get out their avoid ways, okay, to actually speak up and tell you that this feels like the real deal for them, baby. Yeah, this says give them a chance to express themselves though too. Okay, because for some of y'all, like I said, what I'm getting is some of y'all, this is a mutual friend. For some of y'all didn't get off the ground, okay? And they did that. It's like they were meant to cross your path, okay, to open them up to expose what they don't do correctly when it comes to getting to know somebody though. Okay? And y'all had y'all little run, all right, and y'all separated. They tried to move on, okay? They were dating. They always had their options open, okay? They were trying to deal with people. They could not stop thinking about you. They could not stop wondering what you were doing, okay? Remembering that energy, remembering y'all talks, remembering how they felt to be, in your arms, okay? Like a lot of things, especially during this retrograde, has been just downloaded in their mind, baby. Yeah, it came back out, okay? Yep, faded pictures from Case and Joe, okay? Like a mirror revealing what the woman is feeling. Okay, they said it's breaking their heart, honey. So they like, damn, they over here looking at pictures of you. Okay, they all in their emotions. Okay, so a place that they don't even like to be because they are very certain that it's you for them. Girl, you for me. Okay, yeah, detached. You completely detached. Okay, from them because they detached from you. All right, you did what was best for you, and it's just like they know that they not speaking, but they know it's their fault though too for why y'all not speaking. They didn't give you that energy that it was reciprocal. They didn't give you the energy that they wanted to move it forward. What else were you to do? Like you say, I mean, this is too complicated, okay? And they were a complicated individual for sure, baby. Yeah, they want to have this conversation. I'm telling you, they want to talk to your ass. All right, I'm telling you, they want to reveal why that you may have thought when you were dealing with this person and how good it was going at that time that this person was talking about you. They were not. They kept you a damn secret. Okay, they want to tell you about that. They also want to talk about the other secrets and how you probably already knew that your intuition was on point with it, that you already called them out on it though. Okay, that you literally have control over them, that they actually willing to do what you said. Like what? They actually listened to you and they took heed to that. Okay, yeah, tapped out. They got tapped out playing that game. It got boring. It got old. Okay, they want to tell you how they got tapped out, and you helped them get over that hump to go into their ego death. Though they may not see it that way, but because they may be religious, so they may not see it in that spiritual way. But spiritually, though, yeah, they went through an ego death. You forced them into that ego death. Yeah, time with friends. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, they talking about you though, and they are going out with their friends, talking about you, reminiscing about how it could have been real love, that it felt like real love, that it was true love. That they fumbled it and they fucked it up though, okay, because they was immature and they played too many motherfucking games, baby. Yeah, tapped out. And how that they were actually really depressed and tapped out though, so they couldn't give you what you needed, okay, but they literally manifested you at a time in their darkest hour, and then they weren't ready for you when you came. That's what it's given. So it's like they've been getting support from people that they really trust and to talk about you and know that it's not going to go nowhere. But there's others that have spread it around because they are talking about you to their friends, and their friends, their family, whoever they deal with, they gossiping about how this person is completely different though, and how they walking around here like a lost puppy, okay, sad with big gator tears, like they are not the same anymore. Yeah, release, because you released them, and they released things that didn't serve them to get to a higher place though too, because they see you as they missing piece. In order for them to see you this way, they needed to release what didn't serve them though. Okay? Like they needed to let things happen naturally. They're doing that now because they used to try to control the narrative when it came to you. Now that you took that control away from them, now that you have all of the control. That's how you have all the control. And they said they I'm willing to do whatever you want. Like, baby, I'm begging. Baby, I'm begging. Okay? Yeah, they want to show you that they care about you with the forehead kiss though. That that y'all are meant to come back together, okay? Because you made them actually care about somebody, okay? Besides themselves. Baby, cry for you, Jodeci. I'm telling you, they don't know, but they'll cry, okay? Because they have been though, okay? They said they'll cry for you though. They don't know what else to do. I don't know, yeah, but I'll cry. That's what they said, lady. I'll cry for you. Listen, tonight. Look, I do. Yeah, they want to marry that ass, honey. Listen, they want to marry that ass. They turned away from shit that does not serve them emotionally, though. They know that they have an avoidant attachment style. They know that they be avoiding those hot, heavy conversations that have to do with the matters of the heart. They avoid that shit. But when it comes to you, they can see themselves opening up and really expressing and not feeling that judgment. Okay, knowing that you actually never really judged them though. Okay, that was their insecurities. Okay, that was in the way. That was their insecurities that was stopping them from fully pursuing you the way that they actually wanted to though. They felt that it was better to stay in their comfort. You took them out of their comfort zone. Yeah, and you made them change their beliefs. I'm telling you, new perspective. You made them change their beliefs. Okay, so this person is not coming back in a malicious energy. They don't have nothing to gain here. They literally come in with their tail tucked and big gator tears. Like, they might cry when they see you if you allow them in and are open to have a conversation with this person. Yeah, socialize. All right, they started actually, at one point in time, this person really stayed in they house. They didn't really go nowhere. They actually putting themselves back out there and talking about you and what has been having their mood change. Who is it that did it? Okay, but it was love that did it. Is what they said. You, because you equal love, you did this to them. Okay, and that people know that this person is not the same right now. Okay, and it's because they're really heavy in their thoughts when it comes to you, and that they never forgot you. So for some of y'all, like I said, y'all have not heard from whoever this is. It could be for a few years, it could be a little longer than that, but they're coming back and they said they being guided towards you, and they've been talking to you. And do you feel them, and do you hear this song that they said that they cry for you? They, whatever you want. They said they'll do it. Okay, so anyway, we about to do the signs, baby. They begging like a motherfucker. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node if you're operating in it. And I only do the signs because I don't do individual sign readings anymore. So even if your sign isn't caught out here, that don't mean this reading ain't hitting with you though. Okay, Queen of Wands, yeah, and you sexy as fuck. They love your ambition, honey. Okay, you're a natural lover though, so it's easy for you to be relatable to people though. You could be an Aries that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. It's so easy. Okay, and you sexy as fuck too. Like, literally in your black cat energy though, because they said they willing to chase, baby. Listen, you better bark like you want it. Okay, listen, bark like you want it. Okay, they said I'm willing to do whatever. Okay, I'm gonna bark like I want that shit because I do. Okay, they said I do with your sexy self, baby. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So you could be a Sagittarius that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. Okay, you felt that they were very lustful when it came towards you though, but they're trying to take action towards you pretty quickly though. All right, they already in your energy heavy though, and you definitely could be feeling their energy. You could be remembering things. Okay, that's because this person is thinking about it. Okay, they thinking about it and they crying and shit. Lately at night though is what I'm getting. This person could be a night owl, like they stay up late and shit, or they just don't get no sleep at all when it comes to you though. Okay, we got the Ten of Wands at Sagittarius twice though, but yeah, it was a lot of burdens that they had. Okay, they did a lot of hard work to walk away from shit that didn't serve them though. It's a lot of willpower to actually really relieve that stress. Okay, they've been taking the necessary steps to get over that hump. Okay, to complete that cycle. Okay, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be a Virgo that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. Okay, they want to tell you they single as hell. Okay, they've definitely been focusing on being financially independent, and they're in a place of abundance right now. They get a lot of attention, whoever this is. So we know that, though, they're a player. They always get a lot of attention, but they have remained single. They've never committed to anybody. They ain't committed to nobody. Even when they was dealing with you, they weren't committed to nobody. Okay, they just had it like that with people that allowed them to be disrespectful or come in and out of their energy. Baby, yeah, Three of Cups. Okay, so you could be a Cancer that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. They're talking to their friends about you. They're talking to their friends about you, how they want to celebrate and reconcile with you. Get this shit back on the road. Like I'm saying, you the top of this person's friend group, family, everybody that knows this person knows of you. They could be snooping on your social media too. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. They telling everybody how they want to marry your ass though. Okay, that's Virgo twice. That you already their spouse. Okay, that they just know for sure that you gonna come back and that y'all gonna work this out. They just like they feel it in their soul. They just said they know that you're not gonna turn them down. Okay, for you, Kenny Lattimore. Yeah, they said for you, I'll give you a lifetime of stability. Now and for eternity, honey. Okay, anything you want from me. Okay, anything you want me. They said nothing is impossible for you. There are no words or ways to show my love or all the thoughts I'm thinking of because they've been thinking about you a lot. Okay. Listen, yep, Six of Cups. They want to reconcile now. Okay, you can be a Scorpio that I'm talking to what you're dealing with now. They said this they second chance at love because you the real deal shit. Real deal Holyfield in this bitch, baby. Yeah. Seven of Swords. So you could be an Aquarius moon that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. But yeah, they definitely had to walk away from the deception that came with their avoidant attachment style. It's like they lack that conscious, okay? It's just like they were doing things and they would say whatever to avoid all of that shit. All of that shit when it came to emotional connections, they avoid that at all costs. So if it costs them, moving around, okay, doing some fucking malicious ass shit, okay, they did that and they did it without even thinking. Like it took nothing for them to do that. Okay, they've learned to walk away from those things instead of continuing to entertain shit that does not serve them. They learned that from you. Whoever I'm picking up on, you may not have a lot of friends. Okay, you may necessarily love to stay by yourself. Okay, but this person, they learned that you are sure of yourself, that you're very comfortable with yourself, and you taught them to look within. Okay, just to learn that they need to learn to be comfortable with themselves as well in order to be with anybody. You gotta love yourself first. Okay, yeah, the devil card. They had them toxic attachments. Okay, a lot of deception that they had to run away from, probably, but literally move away from in order to get some balance with their emotions. Okay, to learn to emotionally mature. Okay, with the devil card. So you could be a Capricorn that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. Okay, but there could have been an attachment that they just kept dealing with, okay, avoiding it, just playing it out until they finally got fed up and walked away, okay. But that was after dealing with you, okay. So they could have had somebody, that's what I'm saying, that after dealing with you, yeah. And that could have been somebody that they dealt with, okay, that was okay with them being non-committal, okay. But you're literally they wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. So you could be a Pisces that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. Okay, they see you as a blessing though. Like you're literally a blessing in their life, baby. Yeah, the judgment call was made. Okay, that's Capricorn twice though. Okay, they actually went through an awakening though. Okay, like they are wanting to come into this reunion with you though. Okay, but they have actually ascended though. They have tapped in and trusted the divine. Okay, whoever they believe in spiritually in their religion, they've turned more towards their faith. Okay, so they could get back on the right path. Whoever this is, they were very heavy in their faith. And at one point in time, whatever happened to them that was detrimental, it made them fall back from, fully devoting themselves to their faith. They have turned back to their faith now and it's opened their eyes, okay, and learned things about you and different things that you've done and that opposites do attract and that they can work out. Okay, maybe they thought that if they were religious and you're spiritual, that it just would not work. So they started playing games with you instead of opening up and telling the fucking truth. Okay, they want to come do that shit now though. Okay, yeah, they growing real weak. They weak-willed like a motherfucker. What do I do is what they said. What the fuck do I do to get the feminine's attention again? Okay, because they literally touch my soul. Okay, they be crying. Like that's what I be getting. That's what I'm getting. Like they be crying. And it's just like they want to come explain it to you, and they are very well aware, okay, that they could not get their words together for one, and that they might have absolutely completely lost their chance, okay, but they won't know unless they try, okay. Yeah, the best of me, Anthony Hamilton. Yeah, they said they gonna give you the best of them though because you deserve that and then some. Yeah, spiritually gifted. That's what I'm saying. Is they y'all both spiritually gifted though. They are talking to you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They talking to you. All right. They may be religious. Okay, but y'all are on the same frequency. Frequency was the first card that was at the bottom of the damn deck. Like y'all literally are aligned on the same frequency right now because they did do the work though. Okay, they got the clarity that they are spiritual as well, that their intuition and their discernment is heightened. It does matter, baby. Yeah, and so they working their ass off to avoid. They have been working their ass off to avoid that feeling of love when it came to you. They still work their ass off though, but now they're not hiding it. Now they're not avoiding these feelings for you anymore. Now the shit's just coming out, okay? They can't even hold it back. Once they finally came to the realization that epiphany clicked for them when it came to you, they can't hide their emotions about you anymore. Yeah, and attractive because they are attractive. So are you, but they're attractive, okay? So they got lots of attention. Okay, they definitely are stable. They work their ass off. They got their shit together. They had people always, it's like their personality, they can be charismatic as well, and that's what had people, even more attracted towards them. Okay, so they always had options. So they've never felt that they needed to, dial back work and focus on a commitment. Like this is who I'm picking up on because they've always had options. Okay, yeah, exotic. And they stand out, okay? So they definitely stand out, and that's why people gravitate towards them as well though. Okay. Yep, humble. You humbled that ass. You did. You humbled them, and they're telling all of their friends, okay, about it. Baby, they're weak. They're growing so weak. They tell their friends they got humbled, baby. They actually running around here heartbroken. Okay, that would they never saw the day that they'd actually be sitting over here like truly heartbroken. Okay, and actually knowing what a real heartbreak is, though, when it comes to the matters of a partnership, commitment, romantical things. Okay, they've never really had that. They thought that they knew what love was and the past experiences, and and even tell that story, right? That they were in love and it didn't work out, but when they came across you, they actually got that feeling that it just has never went away ever since you guys have disconnected. Yeah, they weren't speaking up. They never spoke up and told you any of this. Okay, we got self-aware. They love that you're aware of yourself. Like I said, I'm telling you, you're the missing piece because they love you. Made them open up to learn to be comfortable with who they are. Okay, you're aware of yourself and you're aware of what's good for you and what's not. Okay, yeah, they were stubborn. Okay, they were very stubborn and complicated, which we said that earlier though. Here, complicated though, because they were complicated. They were a complicated individual and they complicated the situation trying to control the narrative. Okay. And then they got themselves looking at you glowing the fuck up from the outside in. Yeah, because they were indecisive. They didn't know how to, feel those feelings. Okay, what to do with them. Okay, when they started feeling them feelings for you, they was acting real erratic and shit. Like the people around them was kind of like, damn, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, why is you so, why you so hype and shit? Like, damn, you just snappy. And it got worse after y'all disconnected. It got worse. Okay, so they had an angry stage, whoever this is, and then now they just sad. Okay, so it's like they went from angry to just sad to now just explaining and telling people why they've been in this funk for however long it's been. Okay, not gonna cry from Mary J. Blige. Yeah, you said you ain't shedding no tears. Okay, listen, you said you was never worth no tears now. All right, so you both had different mindsets when it came to this situation, though. Okay, even though you did feel the connection with them, though, you are very aware of yourself and you're sure of yourself, and you knew not to jump into something that you felt was too good to be true. Okay, For some of y'all, it could have just been that y'all led with lust. Okay, so you felt that it was a lust connection, and that kind of gets you out of your mind, out of your conscious to that point of discernment, and you start losing your mind. Okay, especially if the sex is good too, it makes you cloud your judgment. So you necessarily felt that with this person too, and that could have definitely made you feel like, okay, yeah, if they gone, I'm gone, because it's probably too good to be true. They probably tell me what I want to hear, and you were absolutely right about that. But the thing is, they actually had emotions for you and feelings for you, and they had been and fell way too deep at that. Okay, yeah, innocent. It's your innocence. Okay, it's like they tell themselves like they can't hide shit from you though. It's like they held so much in. Okay, they started feeling guilty and shit, and that could have been another reason why they either ghosted you or just y'all just slowly stopped talking. Okay, they started feeling guilty because you did nothing wrong to them though. Yeah, prideful, and it was their pride, baby, that held their ass back from telling you anything or doing anything outside of doing what they are known to do, which is avoid it and run. Okay. Yeah, purpose 7-7. Okay, so this person, they feel like this is a part of their purpose, that to find that love, to find that definition of it, to get it, to change and hold on to it though. Okay, you also could be in your purpose right now, angel number 7-7. Okay, yep. And you could be in a place of abundance. 888. They are in a place of abundance. They are definitely in their purpose. Okay, whoever this is. That's why they work as hard as they do, though. They're very dedicated. Yeah, alignment. 222, baby. Y'all, listen, y'all are being aligned together, though. Okay, I'm never gonna tell you to take back anybody or deal with anybody. This is what's in your energy. If you're resonating with this reading, yeah, they in your energy heavy. You could be seeing their name. You could be seeing their car make. Okay, you could be hearing these songs that you don't normally hear. Okay, because yeah, they definitely are trying to latch on. So cord cutting if you're not into it. All right, yeah, stability. Angel number 4-4. See, they needed to stabilize their lives in order to become, or in order to come in alignment with you. Okay, this is definitely a soulmate energy, is what I'm getting. Inevitable. It's a big chunk, but I'm gonna put it back though. 911. Yeah, they stopped avoiding the inevitable of their feelings for you. They couldn't avoid that shit no more. Like, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's your passion. Angel number 1031. Okay, yeah, your passion. Okay, is like no other though. Okay, like you match them on that though. So you could be very charismatic as well. Yeah, habit 4141, because you had a habit. You're the thing. There's a way that you did things. Okay, even when you dealt with this person though, it's like AKA you was making time for them. You could have been scheduled full as hell. You were doing a little more, or playing your part, doing some things that you should have definitely been doing though, but you did it with passion. Everything you do is with passion. That's something that they could never forget though. That you have your shit in order, and that you don't let things hold you back. Okay, you could have told them things about yourself that you had been going through, and even in those moments you still had your head held high. These are things that this person will never forget about you. You were an example of that. Yeah, that it'll rain, but storms will come, but you got to hold on and stay strong, and that strength that you have, that resilience that you have. Yeah, this person is, yeah, it's something they can, like, you are just a fine specimen. Like, look, they don't even know what to say or what box to put you in. Yeah, faith 10-10. Yeah, they telling their friends, they got a lot of faith behind this, that they believe that they are being guided towards you and that it will work out. Okay. Nobody's supposed to be here. Deborah Cox. Okay, and RL. Yeah, see that, and for some of y'all, you might definitely align back with this person, because you said your heart say no, that nobody's supposed to be here, but then you came along and you changed my mind. Okay, so some of y'all, this person, you definitely might end up going back that way. Okay, yeah. Reflect 666. Yeah, they gonna make you start thinking about shit too. Okay, whoever I'm picking up on, it's not that you didn't have feelings for this person, but you knew better. Okay, then whoever I'm picking up on, you knew better than to entertain it. It was not worth it. Okay, is what I'm getting, or to even entertain it for a long time, baby. Yeah, potential 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this whole connection has the potential to transform. Okay, yeah, 1111, make a wish. They manifesting you. They wishing on you. They have a potential to. They want it to go further than ever. Okay, that's why they want to talk to you though. They want to let you know how how you been. Just kind of catch up, touch base. And not lay it on too thick in the first few conversations, but shit, if you allow it, oh baby, they gonna lay that shit on once you get comfortable enough and y'all get to a place where they can expose it. Yeah, they gonna absolutely do that. Whoever this is, baby. Yeah, adventure. 1414. Okay, they on a ride of their life, baby, when it comes to Mission Impossible, which is you, baby. Yeah, but they leveling up too. 1144. Baby, they leveling up. Yeah, they've been preserving themselves. I'm saying they're absolutely single. They ain't even talking to no options. They didn't cut them off. They didn't turned around and moved on. Angel number 202. They learned from you though. Okay, they learned from you, baby. Yeah, synergy 413. They want to align with you, and you're the best example of somebody to commit to. In this person's eyes, like I said, they already claiming you. Okay, but you said your heart say no, no. So you might not take them back. You might not. It's up in the air. Okay, everything's free will and time is fluid though. You may be feeling them today, and tomorrow you might say fuck that shit. Okay, and they come back that day, then it is what it is. Just fuck that. Like you moved on. So anyway, let's do a timeline. Okay, let's see when this person might actually bring their ass or not at all. Okay, a few weeks. Okay, so for some of y'all, it's a few weeks by the end of this month, by the end of August. Okay, they definitely might try to slide in your DMs, call you if you don't have them blocked or anything like that. Okay, call you. All right, whoever this is, I'm feeling like you didn't block them. I just feel like you just knew better though. Like you've done a lot better on using your discernment with people. So you just maybe not expect them to reach out. Okay, the feeling is not that you care. Okay, enough to check on them either. Is also what I'm getting. Like you just kind of with it. All right, in February. Okay, so this person might come back in the next year. Okay, express it all, completely go through that cycle. Okay, of disconnecting from people, that yearning feeling that they have for you, just never going away. Okay, they could have also had that epiphany in February that you were the one for them, and then they've been talking about your ass ever since. They've been watching you ever since. Okay, one more. In the winter. Okay, so soon, the fall and the winter months is very significant here. Okay, about this person sliding their ass back through. All right, to apologize, to talk to you. Okay, to see if y'all can start something new, something fresh. Okay, actually get it off the ground and let it flourish. If you're open, if you're willing to have a conversation. Okay, but they was in my energy begging and crying, baby, and then they really wanted to make sure you knew. Okay, they telling people they talking about your ass now, like yeah, and you done broke their heart. Okay, but you humbled them though. That you humbled them and you made them want to be better. And they can't do nothing but give you your admiration, your flowers, and thank you for it. So anyway, let me go ahead and leave it here. If this resonated with you, baby, go ahead and hit that like button. Like it in general, baby. Why is this Tyrese? How you gonna act like that? Listen, how you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? Okay, listen, okay, they might try to come around, all right, and you might agree, and then something, and you just kind of like, no, you know what, I changed my mind, it don't work, and they'd be like, how you gonna change it up? Like we just finished making up, like, wait a minute, come back. So for some of y'all, you might give it a chance and you might feel like, okay, maybe I've outgrown this and this just ain't for me. Okay, but anyway, though, like I was saying though, um, what I say, new people, if you like how I read, you fucking with my vibes, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna throw something else in the mix. Y'all take care.